The transit of Mars in Cancer, time for emotional warfare. Mars is the planet that stands for aggressive action. The transit of Mars into the emotional wetlands of a lunar-dominant Cancer is going to be an emotional roller coaster for many. This will take place on the 25th of March 2023, according to Western astrology. You want to fight it, but then you will regret it. There will be more emotional games at the forefront. Mars in Cancer may make you irritable enough to fight. You will tend to take things too personally and it may mess with your war tactics. It is about the deep-rooted emotions that can be stoked to make you a dazzling samurai that very instant. You will fight willy-nilly. You can also be prone to psychosomatic diseases. Meditating and keeping your mind cool can save you tons of trouble. Mars will bring in reforms, especially regarding children, women, and the food industry. Act of God, kind of disasters involving water and oceans can hit humanity. The medical industry will also have to go through a change in reforms. There will be problems regarding the mental well-being of those in the armed forces and police, which have to be tackled professionally with a professional team equipped to deal with post-traumatic stress. Their morale and fighting spirit will be dampened or distracted due to trivial matters. Aries. You will worry a lot about your home atmosphere during this transit of Mars in Cancer. Your marital life will be turbulent. You may want to sell off a property right now, which could be done in a hasty way. Do give it some real thought. You may get worried about your mother's health. You may think about buying a new vehicle, which you should give serious second thoughts to. You may spend money unnecessary on your house or vehicle. Students who are into research will do well. Taurus. You will have to avoid unnecessary verbal confrontations. You may become aggressive in your comments on the social media also, which may cost your peace of mind. You will do sexting with your wife and it may adversely affect your marital relationship. There will be a lot of angry communications in general, which may have its roots in sentimentality and emotionality. Nonetheless, you can avoid them if you are watchful of your aggressive tendencies during this transit of Mars in Cancer. You may go on short trips like to the nearby beach. You will be more daring during this phase. Your siblings may have health issues. Gemini. The transit of Mars in Cancer will bring in the caustic tongue, and yes, you will become number one in making foes. You will speak harshly and rudely, and this may create enmity in your workplace. You will be seen as an arrogant boss. You may invite lifestyle diseases and gastric problems due to your eating patterns and contents. You should eat more greens and healthy food, avoiding extra spicy food, which you will gravitate towards anyway during this time. You should behave well with your family members and talk with respect. Cancer. Students will find themselves underconfident during this transit of Mars in Cancer. Your health could suffer, especially with blood-related ailments like blood pressure, diabetes, anemia, etc. You will feel tired all the time with a general feeling of malaise. You should pay heed to exercise and positive thinking. You will feel underconfident and network less. You may keep away from friends because you do not have time and energy to socialize. You may feel a total sense of disconnect from your lover. Leo. You should take care of your parents' health. You should pay heed to your health as well. You may contract waterborne diseases and be hospitalized. You may travel abroad as well, though you may not be in a mood for travels. You may want to sell off your property, but you cannot strike a good deal during this transit of Mars in Cancer. If you are planning to settle abroad, there may be minor hindrances which can be surmounted. You will see your expenses on an all-time high. You should be careful about accidents as well. Virgo. You may not have enough energy to be with friends. You may be missing in action for them. Your income flow could be affected due to lack of initiative. Your romantic ties will flourish. Business people may not get the exact returns they expect to get back. You may invest money in the wrong places. You have to seek professional opinion regarding monetary dealings during this transit of Mars in Cancer. Libra. You should be diplomatic enough to avoid fighting with your spouse. There will be a lack of peace and understanding among family members. You may experience office politics which you will be fed up with and will fight against. You may not get the full support of your superiors. You will feel a lack of initiative and confidence in your workplace. You should be guarded against any provocative speech that you may utter. Scorpio. Your father's health may deteriorate and cost you your peace of mind. You may fight with your superiors at work. You will feel unattached about spirituality and the spiritual way of life. Your spouse will support you immensely. You may feel a lack of vigor during this transit of Mars in Cancer. You may want to travel abroad, but your dreams could be thwarted due to various reasons. If you are a student, you may be underconfident to even give the exams a try. Your health may not be at its best during this time. Stomach-related ailments could create problems for you. Sagittarius. You may make gains through health insurance. You may have to spend time in isolation. Your confidence levels will dip. You may undergo a breakup with your loved one. You may face sexual issues which you may take treatment for. Try to get to real physicians than quacks who promise magical remedies. You may lose an inheritance you were about to get hold of. You should avoid scandals and controversies. Capricorn. You should be careful about your spouse's health. Your mother and your spouse may not get along well. You may have hindrances in your inflow of money. Your spouse may create some issues with your friends. You should be careful not to fight with your spouse. You may feel irritated with your spouse for one reason or the other. Your spouse may make your home vibes go tumultuous. You should not allow your spouse to use your vehicle during this transit of Mars in Cancer. Aquarius. Your communications will be targeted by your enemies. You should be careful not to get into legal entanglements due to your communications. You may feel like quitting your job. You will fight with your opponents even while feeling weak inside of you. You will have to be careful about your health as well. You should avoid aggression in speech and at work. Pisces. You may develop enmities towards your superiors. You should be careful about your eating patterns as well. You should behave calmly towards your father. You may hurt your loved one with your harsh words. You should be careful about your way of speaking, as it may sound hurtful to others and create conflicts. You should take care of your cardiac health as well. You should try to maintain cordial relationships with your family members. Do not talk in a criticizing manner to your children. Students will feel underconfident and distracted during this transit of Mars in Cancer. Less aggression and more positivity should be the motto during the Martian trip to Cancer. You a game?